What's up, guys? This is Rapid Fills here, and this is the continuation of the series how I trade, or my trading thoughts, or my day trading strategies and whatnot. Thanks for watching, hitting the thumbs up, leaving comments. Appreciate that. So let's jump right into the video. Today we're gonna be talking about my trading windows, right? My trading setup. So how do I look at the charts? So here you can see that I have. By the way, please let me know if you guys have like a better pencil than this. It's kind of annoying. So I have four charts. Usually four, three, depending on what. Am I on a laptop or I'm on my PC, whatnot. So this is daily. I always want to look at the stock from top down. So I want to put the stock on my watch list based on the daily. Let's put it that way. Based on the daily performance, I want to put the stock on my watch list. And then I want to look a higher time frame, so 30 minutes in this case, setup, right? This is what it tells me what's going on in the overall idea of the stock. And then from that 30 minutes, it gives me the 15 minutes, which is my setup. This is my setup that I'm looking for in 5 minute, 3 minute, 2 minute, or 1 minute. Depend. I change them back and forth. So that will help me time my entry on the stock. So because of the daily, the stock is on my watch list. And then here it's giving me a pattern that I'm recognizing and I'm waiting for. So for example, here it's a breakout, right? But I know when it gets up to this zone, I want to start looking into possibly a rejection for a quick pullback, maybe, or a complete pullback, maybe. You never know. Anyway, so this is how I use my charts, pretty much. On the daily, this is what puts the stock on my watch list, and then on this is where the pattern kind of gets together. This is my setup, and then this is how I time my entries on small time frames. And the reason why I use multiple time frames is if it's a breakout on the daily, and then it's a breakout on intraday, 4 hours or 30 minutes or whatever, and then it's a flag in 1 minute. I have better odds of success when all these different time frames line up versus just a flag on a 1 minute, which is have a really high failure rate, right? In my opinion. So this is how I use them, pretty much. So if you want to take an example like RDPX here, since it's there, we can see that on the daily, this is breaking yesterday's high right here, and it's gonna give this is a red candle, green candle, so there is volume coming in. The stock rested one day and now it's breaking the high. Now here on the 30 minutes, you can see there is a flag coming together, right? And then it broke, and then here it started getting volume. And this is the 5-minute chart. What is the 5-minute chart? Right here, 5-minute chart, you can see the volume started picking up. So when it pulls back, for example, if I'm going long, that will be my entry for a push towards the highs, right? What's going on? Okay, so pick up because support becomes resistance. That will be a really good entry for me. Obviously, I do not most of the time go long, and I did not take this trade, just to clarify. So now we have multiple things lining up at the same time, where it makes the breakout, for example, more powerful, right? Something else. So another stock that I traded today was, for example, SWVL. And SWVL, here you can see on this day, which is 3 days ago, it's hitting its head on this zone right here, right? So again, if we go to the 30-minute, you can see the stock is kind of approaching this zone, which a lot of people are stuck long probably, and the stock just sped up into that zone and halted, right? So if we go to the 15-minute, you can see halted to the upside, and then it comes down, starts rejecting. This is probably a good spot for a short if I was looking for a short. Now I just need to time my entry, and you can see it halted down, it opened, and then it came back down. So this is a setup that a lot of people are trading, which is a hold setup. And then we have an inside day here. So this is why I use 4 different time frames pretty much. The other thing that I want to talk about today is let's go to Twitter, for example, or let's do RDBX since we had it from the beginning. Anyways, so one thing that I like to talk about today is my levels on the chart. So the way I draw my lines is to find the patterns, but I don't draw any lines for the high day. These are automatically drawn for me. So I have the yesterday's high, yesterday's low, and then the blue ones, the cyan lines, are pre-market high and pre-market low. And then I have the white line, which is yesterday's close. So here, this is yesterday's low, yesterday's high. Now I have the range plotted, and then I have the close from the prior day. And this gives me an idea of where is the stock in relation to yesterday, right? Is it breaking out or not breaking out? So if we take step by step here in a 15-minute time frame chart, you can see the stock just broke out, pulled back, yesterday's close, right? It bounced off of that, reclaimed yesterday's highs, shot up all the way to, this is pre-market high, rejected pre-market high, pulled back, now it's in the range, right? It came down to yesterday's close, lost it, so support becomes resistance, lost it, came back, lost it again, and then all of a sudden it broke it, right? So it went green on the day again. It started squeezing. So now not only squeezed, but we know we have a pattern from today where it broke out, right? And now we connect the dots, and now you have a beautiful breakout. So that's why I use these different lines, which is yesterday's high, yesterday's low, pre-market high, pre-market low, and yesterday's close, just so I can gauge where is the stock, what happened, and what is the important levels. Hope this helps. If you guys like the video, just hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.